You know, Vortex, I was thinking about how amazing it is to realize that you've grown as a person. Now, I've been really, really uncomfortable for the past year. Now, I've always been uncomfortable. I'm used to that. But I would say that the main source of my discomfort is the fact that I have continued to go to church and I've continued to do stand-up comedy. And there are a lot of things that haven't changed about me. You know, like I still work at the same restaurant. I still live in the same house. I engage in some of the same behaviors, but it's like I feel so differently about a lot of things, and I'm really, really grateful that I do stand-up comedy because it's really helped me to realize that I am the rarest of birds. Because, you know, I was watching people last night and I was listening to their conversations, and I'm sorry if I just sound so arrogant. Like, I'm just putting myself up on this pedestal, like, oh, I'm just so amazing because I am aware of myself. But that right there could be another flaw. It's narcissistic. But I'm aware of it, though. That's the thing. I'm aware of how my awareness makes me think that I'm, you know, better than other people. I mean, it does, though, man. It does. You're not wrong for that. Somebody that has awareness is going to be better off, you know, naturally, because they can see themselves do things and they can see other people reacting to them, and so that person is probably going to care more about their behavior than a person that doesn't see themselves, like a narcissist, right? And you are more than willing to take yourself down a notch. I hate cars that sound like that. I absolutely hate those cars. They're just as bad as those like big ass trucks with like the ginormous wheels. See, I don't want to judge a book by its cover. I don't want to be like all those assholes I complain about. But I can't help but assume that those people are shitheads that drive those cars. Like, that person could be a really, really good person. That person could be a saint. And I'm just assuming that they're a total piece of garbage because they drive a vehicle that's really noisy enough to annoy me. So much that I feel the need to bitch about it. But anyway, so many police out. So many police. It's annoying how many police are out. It's the end of the month, though. Oh yeah, that's true. Well, we're headed to the grocery store to scrounge for food. We're not fasting anymore, so that's cool. We don't have to fast for a whole month because we've spent the past 40 days and 40 nights fasting, so that's cool. I mean, Lent's been over for, I guess, a week now. Well, the Orthodox Church is different. We celebrate it a week after the West celebrates Easter. But, yeah, but anyway, I just pay a lot of attention to people's behavior, and something that I've noticed is that, people don't seem to change. People don't seem to evolve or learn from their mistakes, or, looks like I'm in hell right now because of these red lights. Maybe I am in hell. I made that joke last night that wasn't really a joke. But, but I've just been watching, like, people's comedy and paying attention to, like, like, minor details about it. Because when you do open mics, you see the same people do the same thing over and over and over again. And, some of the comics that have self-awareness will, like, tweak their stuff, sculpt their stuff, but most of them don't do that. They just do the same thing over and over and over. And they're not growing as comics. But I feel like so many people have this issue where they're just, like, on the same track, and I don't know if it's because, like, they just don't believe in, personal growth. But I really think that it stems from a belief in God. And I know that sounds cheesy, but I feel like if you are, like, growing in your relationship with God and you're growing with God, you're not going to be satisfied doing the same thing over and over and over again. You're going to want to move up. And it just seems like, the situation that I dealt with last night that I talked about in previous videos, where, there's this person who's just, like, nasty, for no reason, it's just totally uncalled for, this negativity and this, like, hostility. And it's like this person that I'm talking about, it's like nothing has changed about their comedy in the past several years that I've seen him perform. And so it's like, if your comedy is, like, totally stagnant, then why are you doing it, Like, I feel like comedy, the ones that are any good at it, the whole purpose of it is to grow and to learn and to be able to find more angles to a joke, to be able to find more perspectives to draw from, and purposely misinterpret for the purpose of, like, seeking the humor and being able to be as effective as you can possibly be. But I don't think that a lot of people look at comedy like that because they don't look at life like that. And so the reason why comedy is dead, as many people like to say, is due to the fact that, like, we are living in a society that does not believe in personal growth, due to the severe lack of self-awareness, thanks to the technology that I bitch about so very frequently. But I don't know. I'm just really, really grateful for the fact that, there are a lot of things that used to bother me way more than they bother me now. And so it's not that they don't bother me at all, but I'm a lot quicker to get out of situations. And I'm a lot quicker to realize, like, okay, this person's drunk, so maybe I shouldn't take this so seriously. Maybe I shouldn't get so offended, I mean, I don't act offended. As long as you don't act offended, it's okay to get offended. But just remember that you ain't shit, and your opinion probably doesn't matter.